Welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share and drop your comments. Thank you. In today's tutorial, we'll learn how to make a wing-like beaded applique. The applique looks more like a wing or like a butterfly, yes, like butterfly wing. Trying to show you examples of what we want to do or what you can do with this tutorial. Let's get started. We need a wire. You can use any thick wire, any wire of your choice. The thicker the wire, the more rigid it is. So, and I made a pattern, trying to measure my pattern around so that I will know the length of wire I'll cut. I have 34 inches. So I'll be cutting my wire. I'll be cutting 34 inches of my wire. I ended up cutting about 40 inches because I need extra to make a loop, and the purpose of this loop is to act as a stopper so that my bead will not fall off. Okay, so I'm just trying to make a loop with this plier. I'll be using a pearl bead. That's the bead I'll be using. So I'll insert my bead into the wire. You can use any size of bead, you can use any size of wire. You just decide on what you want to achieve. So this is me trying to fill my wire. At this point, I'm done filling the wire with the bead. So I'm trying to make a loop too at the other end so that my bead will not fall off. Just trying to make a loop. So the next thing is to try to fit my wire, try to shape my wire to mimic the shape of my pattern. Trying to make my wire mimic the shape of this pattern that I have. And mind you, don't really have to use this pattern. You can use any pattern, either larger one, smaller one, or any pattern you intend to use. It doesn't matter. So I'm trying to mimic the shape. Because I cut more than what I should, I have excess bead. So I'll just open up my loop and bring out the excess bead that I have. Then I'll cut the wire, I'll cut the excess wire and make another loop. Okay, with the shape I have, I'll bring my fabric. I'll be using this quilloning mesh. This quilloning mesh is unique because it has both gold and silver. One side of it is golden, the other side is silver. So I'll be putting my pattern underneath, and I will use a glue to trace out that pattern. Or if you like, you can use a marker to mark your shape on the fabric you are using. But since I'm using this mesh, and if I use a marker, it might not really show. So I just decided to use my glue to make my pattern, to draw out my pattern. So after applying my glue, I'll bring my beaded wire. I'll bring my beaded wire and try to glue it like this. And I'll need to exert some pressure and hold it with my hand so that it can stay in place. And also I need to be fast because I will not want my pattern underneath this mesh to glue. So I need to bring out my pattern as soon as I can. If not, the pattern will stick with it. So this is me trying to tear off the pattern. But if I had used a marker, I will not bother with that. So, and I must say that you can use any material. I just decided to use this mesh. The mesh is actually strong, it's thick, so it can stay. But you can use a lace, you can use the any material, a net, the soft net. You can double your net. You can use any material of your choice. You don't really have to use this mesh I'm using. So once the bead sticks with the material, the next thing is I'll use my needle and thread to tack it down. And I'll be using an invisible thread. Yes, that's the invisible thread I will be using. And I just love this thread because of its name, it's invisible, so you won't really see it under, or either under or on the material. So this is me trying to tack it. I'll tack it all around. Once I'm done with that, the next thing will be to use fire to trim off the edge of my mesh. And I'll be using fire because this mesh is thick and it's pokey. So if I don't burn it off, it can poke the person wearing the clothes. But if you are using a soft net or a lace, you can skip that part. You can skip burning the edges. All you just have to do is to trim your material neatly, and you design what you have with either bead, sequence, rhinestone, or what have you. Just as I always say, allow your creativity to run. Keep watching and enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.